Moved down to Florida. Hi, my name's Jake. I play saxophone, tour around the country, occasionally play bass, occasionally make and sell some music, and what's that other thing? Oh yeah, I also really love fishing. So somehow through last year, I didn't get a chance to come out to Keystone Lake. Shame on me, because it's actually one of my favorite lakes to fish in Pennsylvania. Take a look behind me here. The bridge is actually out to get down to the dam area. I think I could still walk it if I take a couple of the paths. It's a little bit more convoluted, but the weather's been bouncing around. Yesterday was in the mid 80s. Today we're back down to 50. So water's going up, down, slower than air temperature, obviously. But we'll actually try finding another spot along the shoreline here. Hopefully they're not going too deep, but generally speaking, this is a well stocked lake. So here's hoping. You know what, we're going to try down by the shoreline. Not too far from where I wanted to be. In fact, that creek flowing down here, we're going to try that out. One thing I love about this lake, I accidentally left my sunglasses in the car, but man, that water is crystal clear. I'm not seeing any. It's been a weird year with bait fish so far. I figured by this time I'd be able to see some at least, but it still doesn't seem to be the case. I think that's going to be too shallow given the temperatures, so you know what? Got the dam there, it's 20 feet down below. I think they're going to be hanging out deeper. Just call it a hunch. Yeah, someone checked me. When do the minnows start popping up? Because I swear I was catching them already by mid-April of last year. Maybe not. I have a gig down by, or at Bill's Tavern, which is about 7 minutes away from here. So I got until about, it's about 3 o'clock now. Got about 3 hours, 45 minutes. Had rain off and on. You can see that cloud. So hopefully it doesn't get too bad. Yeah, they have a really nice bait shop here. Gotten some of my favorite lures actually from that place. Usually I park right over here, but oh well. Could have used the back road, but I need some exercise. Yeah, I could already see topwater action. We're in the right spot. You guys are expecting me to fall in here, aren't you? Well, not today. Fun fact, my dad slid down here years ago. He was probably a little bit younger than me, than I am now. Oh, taught me an important lesson. Be careful on the rocks.
He never did teach me anything about mud, though. Whoa!
The YouTube video?
Yes, sir.
Can I be in it? Make sure you add me. My name is Jesse.
One with nature. That hat is hard. That hat goes crazy. What team is that? From football? Oh, he's on camera. I'm gonna leave you alone. Oh, you on that GoPro?
Come on. He's trying to record a YouTube.
Oh,
But I want to be in that YouTube video. I want to go.
I got a question. Is you a YouTuber?
Yep.
What's your name?
Jake loves fishing.
I bet.
Hold up.
Tell us your YouTube channel.
We'll pay you money.
For the ninth time, no! Wait a minute. This gives me an idea.
So, looking at my analytics before and after I met this group of kids, my girlfriend gave me a slightly better idea.
Got one. Little largemouth. Barely hooked. See? First of the year.
So thinking that this was going to be a bass day, I switched over to a rather large stick bait. And I put this on a large hook and 20-pound braid. What happened next? Well, I was not expecting.
It's actually a big trout that was just following me back in. Wasn't expecting that.
Not only was that the largest trout I've personally ever seen, but I had no idea it would have any interest in a rig like that. So as the afternoon lingered on, people were definitely catching trout. However, they had no interest in the two particular killers I was running. And when things like that happen, well, you might as well dive into good conversation.
Boy, they ain't committing to much anything tonight, are they?
Nah. It's down at a creek a couple days ago. There are 100 of them. You had to wait until that sun went over, then they
Now, this lake to me seems like it dies when it starts getting dark.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
probably,
Shut off.
huh.
I usually do fairly well with these flies, but I mean, I've got a few, but did more missing today than I did catching.
I hear you. Caught a bass early on, that was it.
Yeah.
Think this hot cold might be messing with them too.
I don't know, it's really been funny. I tie these little mini fruit flies with a jig head, and I usually come over here and just annihilate them. This year's been fairly slow. I guess maybe I haven't found the right color yet. That does have a lot to do with it.
Oh yeah. Had a large stick bait on earlier.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, for a bass. I had this big trout follow me and I was surprised that he had any interest in it.
Yeah. Amazing enough. A lot of people always go little because they think them trout eat some big bait too.
Oh yeah.
I've caught some huge bass and muskie out of this lake too.
What surprises me is how off the panfish have even been today.
Yeah, I did get 2 bluegills. One was a pretty decent size. I got it on the other side of it, pretty decent size.
They like hovering around in that corner.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even get into the crappie over here this year like I normally do. That's what I actually come after, trying to find them crappies, and I go and get my basket and come down and get me a load of it.
They are good.
Oh yeah. That's where I'll be headed next week, up to Wilhelm.
Oh, okay.
That's a crappie lake there now. I got a 17.5 incher up there last year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whew.
Well, my biggest actually was 18. It came out of Keystone Power Dam.
Okay.
Caught it at night fishing bass. Oh shit, when I got that one too.
They usually get fished out before they get that big.
Oh, it was a beast. Well, actually, Wilhelm's just now coming on. I started fishing that lake about 16 years ago, and they're just now getting to, 15, 14, 15 inches.
Okay.
It's a pretty nice lake to fish if you like fishing crab.
Have to check it out.
You can catch it from the bank too. That's right here, end of the month or beginning of the month, and they'll be up there breeding. So.
Huh.
in there about 3 or 4 days. Then after they lay their eggs, they go back out to the deep and you get them big males.
Do they do like the pike thing where the males are basically starving themselves?
Yeah, they'll defend the nest until they're hatched, and then after that, usually when you find crappie, you only get, maybe a week and a half, depending if you catch them at the beginning, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks tops of fishing.
Huh. My buddy has a private camp lake. He's always catching them out of there just with minnow.
Yeah. Yeah, I use all artificial.
It's more fun.
Yeah, and I use, like right now, I'm using 2.6 pound tippet, so.
Okay. They get back into flies.
Yeah, it's fun. I travel all over cold water fishing. I go to New York and West Virginia and Virginia. Well, you can do that when you're retired, I guess. Well, actually, I did it. I think I did it more when I wasn't retired than I do now, actually.
Fish wherever I can in between jobs.
Yeah.
I'm actually heading to one in a few minutes.
What do you do for a living?
Move furniture around, but then I also play saxophone.
Okay.
So I'm going up to Spiel's Tavern.
All right.
Gonna
Yeah, I
catch
used to
anything
do
like
the
that.
same thing. I retired as a Boilermaker, but as I traveled, that was nice. I got to fish in different states.
I love doing that over the summertime, traveling around, then just finding lakes of opportunity.
Yep, absolutely. That's what I did too. Hell, sometimes they were farm flying. Some of the job sites I worked on, they had big reservoirs, and I'd go fish those. Well, most all power plants do have a reservoir somewhere nearby.
Right.
Yeah, I fish the Allegheny a lot. I got a camp up on the Allegheny.
My buddy lives up in Tionesta now.
That's where my camp's at. It's outside of Tionesta, about 7 miles.
Okay. Yeah, that reservoir is something special.
Yeah, I fish that a lot too. I actually fish that mostly in the fall. Well, I'll go up in the evenings for walleye, but I fish that mostly in the fall for crappie. But that discharge, man, you can get some big ass crappies out in the fall.
Oh yeah. Gigantic smallmouth too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've caught some. Biggest one so far was 22.5 inches and weighed 6.5 pounds.
Wow.
Yep. Like huge small. Yeah, we do a lot of small. I don't really care. I've caught so many of them damn things. I don't even care if I catch them. All them walleyes. I take all them I can get.
Oh yeah. It's closer to cod than haddock.
What's that?
It's closer to cod than haddock.
Yeah. Yep. That's my main diet. I pretty much just walleye and crappie. Walk that way.
Yeah, last smallmouth I caught out of there, just shy of 5 pounds, but it had a big chunk taken out of its gill plate. Got away from a muskie, I guess.
I've seen muskie up there over 4 foot long in that river. I do a lot of kayaking and I have an 18.5 foot low riverboat. Dude, I mean, I have seen, they look like freaking alligators swimming on top of them.
Oh yeah. Went up there, my buddy told me about it because his neighbor was cranking in. He caught 25 muskie in 1 week. Just going up there hammering him out.
You can get them out of that discharge too at night. You just go up there and throw swim bait at night. You'll smash them muskies. Especially when the water's high. When it's running 12, 13,
Uh-huh.
just blowing out of there. That's when you get that muskie because it brings them down out of that pipe.
Okay. Yeah, I went there the only day it was actually off. No one was catching anything. They all said it like they were all hitting all this week and it just stopped. But stuck a camera down there seeing what was going on, and was something. They're swimming right up to it, curious what it was.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I didn't know you were coming.
Yeah, I've lost a lot of junk on that tree. Man. I've left up there. Well, I've $40, $50 a night up there.
That sounds about right.
Find the lake, just look it up. Or you been here before?
Oh no, I've been up here. My dad used to take me here when I was a kid. And coming back here a couple of years ago, I'm like, you know, this is one of the cleanest lakes PA has.
Yeah. Yep.
They do a good job maintaining it.
Eddie, by the way.
Jake.
Jake, nice to meet you. Maybe I'll see you out here again.
Yeah, I'll be around. Either here or tying nestas soon. And when I learned about those, that whole school of trout, though, you find one killer, it works. One of them gets hooked. They all like, wait, there's something wrong with that.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I fish, that's what I fish is colors like silverheads, blue heads, white heads, and then like I said now, I threw an orange head down through and I did a few in here and a few here and here. As soon as I put that white one on, hell, I missed 4 or 5 and slammed 2, so knew to go to white. But I'll come over here this time, and I'm not lying. You find the right fly, you'll just sit here and just, you can't keep them off the line. One right after another.
I have to keep that in mind.
Yep.
Thanks.
Definitely a color thing with trout.
Oh, yeah. Thanks a lot. You have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Nice meeting you.
So as per my usual Spiels gigs, stay longer than I ought to and run like hell back to the car. It's about 7 minutes away from here. So that'll give me about 15 minutes to set everything up. This is a light gig. One horn. One stand, pedal board, me. Well, it was a slower day than I wanted for myself, but they were still hammering out here. Live bait always works well. I didn't use that today. Power bait works well, except my particular little weights were getting stuck right in the crevices of the dam, so that was kind of putting a hindrance on that. But now that I'm out of breath and running to my gig, let's go do that. Over the river and through the woods to Spiels Tavern we go. Well, there's no river, but there are woods. Yeah, this whole little area, there's what, 5 lakes or places to fish that are just out of this world. I think on the channel now, this was the last one. I don't know how I missed it last year, but things happen. Weather, other opportunities rise, and that is that. So yeah, the general rule of thumb is if you're having a bad day and unable to catch something, always talk to the dude with the better facial hair. The nicer the beard, the more he knows what he's talking about. So we're going to get back into flies. I haven't used those since I was a kid. So
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Pennsylvania 981 North.
Thank you, Google. Thank you, thank you. Now for something totally different. What's going on?
There he is.
What's up?
GoPro still on?
GoPro's still on. What's going on? Oh, keeping busy.
Good day on the lake?
Yeah, wasn't bad.
And that is my friend Darren Masilli on drums. He's been on the channel before. And just like last time, I want to plug his son, who does more of his own original metal thing, who's now also sponsored by Sabian Cymbals. So check his channel out, give him some support. He's doing some cool stuff. That's going to do it for me today. Till next time, keep on fishing.